welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're talking about the movie Mortal Kombat. Based off the line of fighting games with the same respective name, this is a new live-action adaptation that is long overdue. The last live-action feature-length Mortal Kombat film that we got was a true disaster. We even got an anime movie last year, Scorpion's Revenge, which was surprisingly really good. This new movie, however, is a live-action adaptation of Scorpion's Revenge, along with some creative liberties added. The movie story follows MMA fighter Cole Young, who seeks out Earth's greatest champions in order to stand against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. I've been a huge Mortal Kombat fan since its heyday during the 90s. I've always enjoyed the sick, brutal nature of the games, while also being fascinated by the backstories for all the individual characters. I will admit that I wasn't the best at the games, but I was fairly decent at them. Now that we got a film adaptation of the games, I was pleasantly surprised how great this movie managed to be. Some things don't sit right with me, but for the most part, I had a blast. I simply couldn't get enough of the fight scenes, because they're all epic to say the least. To say that this movie is fun is quite the understatement. It's also possible that this may be the best live-action film adaptation to date. What I really enjoyed about this movie is obviously the brutal fight scenes, but also the many characters as well. I can't tell you how great it felt to finally see the lesser-known characters from the 3D era, along with the classics that are more commonly known in this movie. I had such a fun time to see Cabal in his full glory on screen. As far as characters go, Kano, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero are the film's biggest standouts. Josh Lawson was the perfect casting choice for Kano, because he really captured the mannerisms spot on perfectly. Every scene that he has, he completely steals the show. Hiroyuki Sanada was splendid for Scorpion, and Joe Taslim pulled off the character of Sub-Zero with much extravagance. I was completely fascinated with how Sub-Zero's character was handled. As far as other characters go, I felt it was a missed opportunity to not bring back Kerry Takawa as Shang Tsung. I'm not hating on Chin Han's interpretation by any means, but the character lacked the charisma and malevolence that Kerry Takawa had. When it comes to the new original protagonist, Cole Young just didn't do it for me. It's hard to describe, but his character was very shallow because I flat out did not care for him one bit. I get what they were trying to do with his character, but they could have picked anyone out of all of Mortal Kombat's very large roster of established characters for the main protagonist. With the film's R rating, I was captivated and also grossed out by how the movie captured the brutal nature of the games as we get to witness callbacks to the classic fatalities. Won't say who or what because of spoilers, but what I can tell you is that they are really fun to watch. Heck, I even enjoyed seeing the arena, the pit, which is another callback to the games. I completely had a blast just non-stop pointing out the film's many callbacks and references to the games. This movie does great when it comes to the fan service, for the most part. I really have a bone to pick about this movie. Why even bother calling it Mortal Kombat if it lacks the element of the tournament itself? Another thing that bothers me are the retcons from the already established lore from the games. For instance, how can you have a Scorpion origin story without the sorcerer Quan Chi? If you're going to make a movie on a beloved game series, please don't change things up for the sake of change because the hardcore fans will only resent the film even more. To top things off, Scorpion is barely in the movie with very little screen time. To have both Liu Kang and Kung Lao's characters sidelined is also one of the film's biggest screw-ups. Honestly, I would rather have Liu Kang as the main lead rather than the nonchalant Cole Young. Don't even get me started on how they bastardized the classic theme song during the credits. Even more so, the film's writing leaves much to be desired. Overall, Mortal Kombat is a fun movie regardless of its mistakes. If the film script could have gone through another draft or two, I feel like it could have been more finely tuned into a better movie. At least we can all agree that it's completely better than its predecessor, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Like I said earlier, I really had a blast with this movie, but I would have changed a few things here and there. I give this movie a B+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up my real reviews.